Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the early edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update here live on OLE's YouTube and Twitch and in podcast form now over at A Plus Productions coming out a day later. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, whether it's live on OLE or in audio form on A Plus Production. Thank you. I am your co-host, the Dork Knight himself, Andre C. And right over here, it's the Catwoman of OLE. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I was going to question that, but I'm good with that now. I'm good with that. You know my favorite character is Catwoman. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
That's why I do. Big hello, Astrid, the wonderful Astrid.
Love her.
She's in the chat joining us here. She's currently watching TNA, because she will be reviewing that on OLE Live after we're done this show later this evening with Mark Talks Wrestling, who's in the middle of the morning over there, I think it is for him.
Yowzas. I mean, dedication to the craft, right?
Yeah, kind of. I'm not as beautiful, but...
It's been a weird day, hasn't it, Andre? Friday the 13th.
Is it?
Yeah,
it is.
That's why I kind of figured everything is weird. That's what I'm saying, because usually we can just blame it on the what is it, the retrograde, or the stars or the moons or whatever. No, it's Friday the 13th. There's some weird ish going on. I mean, some of it's not terrible, but some of it's just weird.
Yeah. Today was a good day for me. The day flew by at work, but I get home and I eat my supper, I have my shower, go to relax for a few minutes before I have to go and prep everything for this show, and then I realize, oh crap, we're going on an hour early. And I'm rushing to put everything together for those watching on the YouTube and Twitch for the video component of it, all the graphics I put up. So yeah.
Well, I mean, this is why we had the discussion about it the day before.
Yeah.
Any hoozles. We're not here to talk about our schedules. We're here to talk about some professional wrestling.
And again, before we do that, I just want to say thank you again to everybody tuning in on the OLE YouTube and Twitch live and after the fact on the OLE YouTube. And again, now we are in audio form over at A Plus Productions after the fact, after the live streaming boards are getting us out the next day or so. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, listening to us talk about Japanese wrestling and on A Plus Productions. We're going to get into it, but say hello to the people in the chat. Ed Fries, hello, sir. My other tag team partner, my Marvel Talk tag team partner, and we're coming back September 18th for Agatha All Along for episodes 1 and 2, so you can check us out then. Mark Talks Wrestling, the man who it's the middle of the morning where he is. Hello, sir. We love you too. Ed saying that Julia had a good little match on Tuesday. Yeah, but it's not Japanese wrestling anymore, so we're not talking about it. That's NXT wrestling. It's NXT wrestling. Ed gets to cover Julia now, so.
And it's true.
Oh, it is this Wednesday coming. Yeah, I said the 18th.
So I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, and it's going to be a planner.
I'll lose it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm bad at reading stuff.
ADHD is what it is.
Oh, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk some Japanese professional wrestling, and we're going to jump into it in the New Japan category. We're going to talk the big matches over the last bunch of days. We've had a bunch of big matches on the Road to Destruction tour, and the Road to Destruction in Kobe kicked off with the Shingo Takagi. At least it shows that we could watch. There was a show the day before, but it wasn't on New Japan World. Kicked off with the Shingo Takagi 20th anniversary show, which has the main. I'm just gonna click the button because I forgot to put my information up on the other screen because I'm bad at my job, as most people already know. But we kicked it off. It was LIJ versus LIJ and Dragon Gate.
The one little guy. Well, the two little guys. The littlest one was in the opener. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. We're talking. We're just going to talk the main event here, and it was LIJ's Hiromu Takahashi, Tetsuya Naito, and Yota Tsuji taking on LIJ's Bushi and Shingo Takagi teaming up with Dragon Gate's Yamato. And they went to a 30-minute draw in what was an epic main event. I was a little disappointed that Shingo Takagi did not get a win here.
I was as well. But the one thing we do have to remember is the Japanese storytelling in this kind of stuff, and especially with this kind of storyline, is going to go drastically different than the nostalgic one that we would want to see here. I do find that in this respect, the Japanese take it on a very realistic kind of pathway. You're not going to have anyone on Shingo's team at this point in time picking up a win over the world champion Tetsuya Naito, period. Like, Naito's not being pinned. You have Hiromu going into, I'm messing up my dates. I have watched
the Never title match. Yeah.
This is before that, right?
Yeah.
So it would not be in the best interest to have Hiromu lose. Tsuji, they're trying to build Tsuji as one of the next big guys in this company. It would not be in his best interest to take another loss. Yamato is being showcased in this match. Would not be good for him to take a loss. And Bushi is just a classic. We're used to seeing him lose. It would be nice to not see him, right? So like for me, it was a little disappointing, but it also shows that Shingo can not only hang with his team members who are drastically all different in age, that he's still got a lot to go for. I feel that if there was a pinfall in here, I'd be like, ooh, so I think I kind of went well, even though, I would have liked to see someone have a definitive kind of win, particularly Shingo on his 20th anniversary. But
yeah. And him fist bumping with his boy Yamato after the match, or with, I don't know, this is after. And then pointing at that world title, going, you might want to be coming after that. But that title is, we already know who the next two challengers for that belt are going to be. We'll be talking about those later at the end of the month, and hopefully in October I'll be celebrating.
Hopefully, we can certainly hope.
And then just celebrating the big old win there with the crowd. Just again, and he came off like a goddamn stud in this, getting kind of the shine while also taking, not getting the win here, but getting that draw. It's just about as strong.
Yeah, well, it also shows that, at the age that he is, he can still go that 30 minutes, no problem, because he was in here quite a bit in the showdown between him and Tsuji, arguably a younger protege of his. Wowzers. To quote Thelma, I always got confused about how Jinkies.
Jinkies.
Yeah, Jinkies indeed.
Yeah. So, and from that date, we jump to the following day on September 8th. Yota Tsuji challenging Jeff Cobb for the television title in what was an absolute classic. These two just beat was 15 solid minutes of them beating the piss out of each other before they did go to the time limit draw. This one, the time limit didn't bother me because this was just so good. He got that F5000 right before it goes for the 3 count, but the 15 minutes expires. You're just like, it's just, it's so, this was insanely good storytelling here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whoever's doing the creative design, first of all, for the TV title right now with Jeff Cobb, did you see the promo, by the way, that Jeff Cobb posted, cut at the Shingo Takagi 20th anniversary? I like to watch the backstage comments as I do other things, even though I can't understand the Japanese guys. Jeff Cobb came on and he cut one of the best dang 2-minute promos I've seen in a hot minute since Gay Kid. Like, New Japan putting out great content. I actually recorded it and sent it to our good friend Son of Irish because I was just so damn impressed with it. And I was like, this is what passion and just fury within professional wrestling looks like. But then we have the storytelling of Tsuji, which is a whole other separate story going on where he has just had this climb and fall within this year, challenging for the title and not making it, winning the cup, not being able to capitalize on that cup challenge, then going into the G1, and man, was
Mhm.
he handed a lot of stuff in G1. His
Oh hell
two
yeah,
matches with Konosuke Takeshita were just,
straight fire.
yeah. So like, it was a collision of two stories, and then you would think it would have been a pop off, but it's not. They've been able to figure out a way to keep this story going. Because let's be honest, that we saw what happened with the 15-minute time draws with Cobb and Zack Sabre Jr. And look at the
Mhm.
result of that. Is a few more showdowns before Cobb finally picking up that win. Could we see the same thing going on with Suchi?
It's possible. It's very, very
Hmm.
possible. And again, to see him be able to take that next step up would be absolutely phenomenal.
I agree.
Yeah. So Cobb did get the win, but he was. You could tell he was a little bit disappointed in not being able to actually secure the victory in here while retaining his
Mm.
title. But things got a little bit torturous. Ren
They always do.
Narita attacked both men. Declared he said he is the one deserving of TV title gold, and he wanted. And Cobb wished him like a happy, and it just responded by saying happy birthday to Suji, which was funny. But yeah,
Yeah.
and it's then saying he was going to crush Narita. So it looks like Narita is going to be the next challenger for that TV title. So,
I'm mad. I'm mad.
but
I feel like it's going to be a very interesting kind of clash of techniques, similar that we saw with Zack Sabre Jr.
yeah, but so I got a story a little bit down the here. Narita got hurt on the next show.
Oh, I didn't
So
hear about that.
yeah, it took him off the show on the 11th, and no knowledge on. Like, we'll talk about his injury a little more in a few minutes when I get to that story. But yeah, so when this match could be, we don't know.
I mean, maybe Jack Barry will come back and he'll do it for him.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious, but you know what it would also do? Would set up a really good angle for New Japan to invade AEW.
Oh, wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that
I'm just
be?
saying, Tony, you clearly need the help.
Yeah, yeah. We move over to the 9th of September, and it was Hiromu Takahashi moving into the openweight division to challenge champion Hanare for the Never Openweight Championship. And boy,
Mhm.
howdy, boy, howdy, boy, howdy, were these two just. Boy, howdy, 5 times. Um, dude, these two just beat the piss out again. Like Hanare's power, but Hiromu for the junior that he is, just doing everything he could to power up and fight back to the monster that is Hanare.
Mhm. Mhm. I was gonna say you wouldn't know that
No.
Hanari, or not Hanari, that Hiromu wasn't comfortable
Mm.
already facing heavyweight people when he stepped into the ring with Hanari. I mean, he kind of is,
Mm.
but like just the confidence and crazy confidence that he had within this match was just I think he was shocking Hanari as much as he was shocking the rest of us. It was crazy. The same shock and awe as when I did that super kick at the RCW show.
Yeah. Yeah. And just again, tremendous match. Hiromu trying to go for that time bomb at the end, but
Mm.
He countered Streets of Rage and hit a time bomb, but just couldn't capitalize, get the win there. And Harry finally hitting that Streets of Rage at the end just to take that win and just cement it. Just absolutely phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then post match was I was really impressed by, because I'm excited for the rematch. Shingo Takagi rolling out to get into the face of Hanare and challenging the man to another match. It looks like it's going to be at Destruction in Kobe from all signs. It'll point to Destruction in Kobe at the end of the month. So looking like we got at least three title matches on that show now.
Hey, yes. That's
Yeah.
gonna be great. It's gonna be
Yes.
great. Yeah, what I like about Shingo Takagi, I don't know what it is about there. There's just some wrestlers. Will Ospreay is one of them. That's why I'm such a fan of his. Is no matter how many times he faces someone, he always finds something different to change the match and not make it feel repetitive. Because after seeing the same people fight the same people over and over and over again, it starts to become pretty redundant and just boring. We don't have that problem with Shingo. We saw that with him and his battle with Taichi, for was it the KOPW title last year?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like
Year or two ago, it was
year or
that.
two ago. He same with Will Ospreay. You get Will Ospreay and Shingo in together. You never know what you're going to get. You're going to get something different every single time. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this because he's very much showing off how adaptable
Mhm.
he is. He must be picking that up from a con.
I feel like I do feel like that is something that is happening because again he's learning to adapt to working with a junior to work to
Mhm.
have to like work a guy who's a lot faster than him in Hiromu. He fights against a guy who matches him in strength and Shingo Takagi. Um, he seems to be getting far more versatile in his style more than just a big heavy hitter than what he was.
I just noticed something ironic.
What's that?
Both of the people in Hiromu Takahashi and Shingo Takagi. Takagi started as a junior when he first came to NJPW, worked his way
Mhm.
through the junior rank into the heavyweight division. Hiromu just did the same. It's very interesting.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, yeah.
Very interesting. ADHD.
ADHD for the win. We
Yay,
move
my
on.
consistency is helping me out there.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. A match I sadly have not been able to see yet. I just haven't got around to watching it, trying to catch up on everything. It is Doki defending his championship against Taiji Ishimori. Mello, have you watched this one yet?
I have not watched this one yet, no.
Ah, so I've
I wish
got
I had.
results. I
I
have pulled up
watched
some.
the tag match beforehand where they ended the six-man tag in a massive three-person submission with
Okay, yeah.
Doki choking out, I believe it was Gato.
Ooh,
The
wow.
Doki chokey.
So yeah, Doki did manage to retain in this title match
Hmm.
against Taiji Ishimori, winning with that suplex de la Luna, reversing the Hurricanrana into a suplex de la Luna, getting the win in a very and would have been again every report a very strong match. But after the match, uh, he did speak in saying he has beaten all of the top contenders: El Desperado, Hiromu Takahashi, Taiji Ishimori, and he proclaims himself the strongest champion. But Yoshinobu Kanemaru attacks the knee with a chair of Doki and declaring himself the new challenger. So it's not Sho, it's Yoshinobu Kanemaru that is coming to represent House of Torture.
I ain't mad about that. I did hear about the win. I did see the
Mm.
celebratory pictures with Sonata Taichi and Taka Michinoku afterwards. Um, a lot of, I think it was Sapporo beer, a lot of Sapporo cans covering
Mm,
the face of Doki. Um,
probably.
I ain't mad though. Yoshinobu Kanemaru, the heel master, one of the people who I consider one of the more underrated and proficient workers at New Japan. He hasn't had that. He seemingly in Suzuki-gun didn't have that desire or ambition to have singles gold until he went into Just Five Guys. And then he went to the dark side, and now he has cookies. Um,
He's got cookies.
he does, and like and by cookies I mean balls. That was a metaphor for balls, because now you look at him. You would never see him going after a singles title in a hot minute, despite being one of the best juniors to come out of was it Pro Wrestling Noah.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm even more excited to see what it is that they do to build. Is he going to focus himself on Shinigami? Because I feel like this is like we're finally getting the Yoshinobu Kanemaru welcoming story. where like everyone seems to get a little kind of story as they join their factions, right? With Yoshinobu, it was kind of for his story, it was kind of him joining, right? Him abandoning just five guys and coming in, but then he kind of went quiet. Same with Ranarita. I feel this is an opportunity for us to see what kind of shenanigans it is that Kanemaru is going to do. Because we see with Show, it's like bring everybody to the ringside. Same with Evil, bring everyone to ringside. Sometimes there's lights going off with Show. With Evil, it's Togo and the Garrett. Um, it'll be Ren Narita kind of stands alone until the very end, and then he gets Kanemaru involved. So I'm just curious to see what different shenanigans Kanemaru will use to kind of get in the head of Doki for this match.
Yeah, I get you. It's going to be interesting to see how you build this up. Where this ends up, is it a Dutch Destruction and Kobe match? Is it a King of Pro Wrestling match in October? I feel like this one, I think I would hold till King of Pro Wrestling to have Kanemaru. I should have that graphic up. There's his win.
Yeah.
And I would, yeah, I would give till October 14th for these two to face off. This to me does not scream Wrestle Kingdom, but this should be there. Yeah. The man with the velvet voice is in the chat. Papa Smokes, how you doing, sir? Nice to see
Papa
you
Smokes.
In the chat here. Hello.
Can we just real quick shout out Yoshinobu Kanemaru? It clearly has been preparing for this also. I noticed when this tour started, I was like, he looking jacked. Like, he looked fit before, but now he's looking like jacked. Like he spent his time away working out with Show.
Yeah.
Who's clearly a good influence. Good job.
Yeah. So jumping over to injury talk, as I mentioned earlier, Brenda Rita got the best picture I could find of the man.
He's not Yoshihashi. Come on now.
Yeah, he was injured on the September 9th or the Destruction event in Cobra due to a right arm injury. He was pulled from the September 11th show. Still not sure if he's going to be on the September 14th show. I don't know if he's been removed from that or not. I do not have him. I only know he was pulled from the 11th show, but he might be off for the next week or two. Hopefully back fairly soon, because I like watching me some Red Narita. I think a guy as much. I think he's the least cheatiest heel in all of House of Torture.
Yes, he is. He relies a lot more heavily on his own shenanigans as opposed to involving the other members. But we have seen him at the end, like the tail end of the G1, start getting Kanemaru involved when he was back on the tour. That being said, ain't that how the freaking cookie crumbles? Guys just starts to get some wind in his sails and poof. Yu Uemura, same thing. Shota Umino, same thing. So I'm a little concerned about Suji. My goodness. Stop taking our boys away. We just got them back. Hopefully it's not as serious as like Yuya Uemura's with the ruptured tricep, or hopefully not as painful or bad as Shota Umino's hip and back injury there. And he can have a speedy recovery back to challenge. At least I hope.
Yeah, I hope so. Because again, they're telling a little story there, so especially with the stuff with Cobb, I do want to see it. But talking about injuries, there's one more to report. Very sad. Jake Lee had to be stretchered out of the September 11th show after a right foot injury. And he was unable to compete. He has been pulled from the September 14th show. And they said Jake Lee, and their official statement saying Jake Lee is currently undergoing evaluation, and his return date is to be determined. New Japan joins fans in wishing Jake a full, speedy recovery. Hello, Mr. Bobby Munson. Nice to see you in the chat.
Mr. Money Munson.
I'm doing very well, and in 2 weeks, I will be doing even better.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to be out for the foreseeable time. We do not know how long. I hope it's not anything. Again, I hope it's not something serious. Other people, I hope it's something he can rehab very quickly and get back into the ring with.
Yeah. Damn it, I didn't know about this one either. Frick.
Mm.
He literally just signed his contract.
Good thing. It's a good thing they're
Has
paying
the
for his
ink
injuries now.
dried on it yet? Mr. Lee, you're supposed
Uh,
to wait at least a year before you kenta yourself. Damn it.
uh,
Well, and it's a foot injury too. Is it I wonder if it's the same because he's always had knee problems.
hmm. All I know
I
is
really hope
it's a
it's
right
not the
foot
same.
injury. It's a right foot injury, is what they've been saying.
I hope it's not a tendon because that'll take forever.
Oh yeah, no, nobody wants that.
Although, although we've seen our friend Andreas hop back pretty decently from an Achilles injury. It's the
Yep,
Achilles. We also have seen Bobby Sharp hop back from an Achilles. I think it was Bobby Sharp.
I think so. Edge got hurt in like the middle of June, and he was back by Royal Rumble when he had his Achilles injury.
Mm,
So, but again, we don't know if
we
it's Achilles, if it's something else. We don't know yet. So,
I mean, and also look at Mojibari.
mhm,
Broke his ankle, finished the match, and came back not too long later.
good job.
Crazy mofos, these wrestlers.
No, that's Kamikaze. Kamikaze is a crazy mofo.
I feel like that's a blanket term to describe most locker rooms.
Yeah, and now we're taking up some little bit more information stuff in New Japan and some match announcements.
Mhm.
Royal Quest already getting matches announced for it, even though it's still a month away, and we still have a lot of things to determine. But
Hey,
Zack Sabre Jr. already has an opponent, whether it's for the title or not. He has an opponent. It's Sabre versus Sonata. Right now, it is being done as a special singles match. But if if Sabre wins the title, he will defend it against Sonata at this show. Quickly in the chat, Bobby says it always seems like a good idea at the time, but injuries don't get easier with age. My old soccer injuries to my ankles caused me much grief because I didn't allow proper recovery. I know the problem. I have the same issue with one of my ankles.
I mean, speaking to
Not
a girl
soccer.
who has yeeted herself down a flight of stairs, dislocated her shoulder.
Why are you
That
eating
is a
yourself up the
per-
stairs?
I usually fall up the stairs, yes, and let me tell you, it is a fine art
Uh,
to get that down. But like the one time I fell down the stairs, I dislocated the shoulder. It's caused a plethora of other problems. Astrid's favorite word.
Plethora.
Um, rotator tendonitis is a problem consistently. I feel you, Bobby. I feel
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so I look forward to this match. I think these two are always solid together whenever they do again. European Clutch versus the O'Connor Roll. I always like that battle. And again, I feel like it's going to be a solid match either way. And again, it might be a title match. We don't know. I'm hoping it'll be a title match because that means Sabre has wins on the 14th.
I'm hoping that because we do have so much time, that they start building like ASAP. Like I know that he's got a title defense in between then, but I would love to see some building happening so that we can start to feel a little bit more from Sonata. Because I love Sonata's wrestling. It's just, man, is his personality drier than a salt-free soda cracker? We
I
need more. I need more.
Yeah, like when he shaved that beard off, he just lost every bit of personality that he had.
I mean, I've said the same things about people from the 90s who cut their hair, they lose their stuff. Prove me
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
True. It's very true. So I'm happy Sabre has always had short hair. It just he can't lose anything because if he cuts it shorter, it's still short. So
I can't argue with you there.
yeah, and then the other match announced for Royal Quest 4 is for the Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships.
Oh
It
yeah.
is Shane Haste
Yeah.
and Mikey Nichols defending against the presidential pitbulls of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tomohiro Ishii.
For the love of all things holy, leave the titles where they are.
Oh man, Mr. El Presidente does not need another title. Frick.
No.
Oh, please
I
God, leave
wouldn't
this.
be mad seeing a title on Ishii, but I love Tanahashi so much. but like, it's at a point of his career where seeing him wrestle is starting to hurt my heart a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%.
Like, I want to see him, but I don't want to see him in title matches.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I want to see what he said was going to be happening earlier in the year, where he's pushing young talent, where he's putting them over. Like, if this was Tomohiro Ishii and Bolton Oleg, okay, that would be a different story. I'd be way more excited about that because that's going to be two powerhouses against the combined uniqueness of the powerhouse and aerial acrobatics of Shane Hayes. Like that would be a great match at Clash of Styles.
Mm-hmm.
But as it stands right now, I'm just kind of like, don't drop Tana.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be my main concern in the match.
Oh no, it really should not, because it really shouldn't.
Yeah.
And one last announcement coming out of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Taiji Ishimori is going to be producing a self-produced wrestling event on November 12th. It's titled Superhero Taiji Ishimori Gets Ridiculous. Yes, that is the name. Superhero Taiji Ishimori Gets Ridiculous. He's calling himself a superhero now.
This coming from the man who calls himself a muscle chihuahua, I don't think I'm surprised about this.
Me either.
Maybe if you said ridiculousness, unless that's trademarked.
Yeah, I think that might be trademarked.
That wouldn't surprise me. Rob Dyrdek is a very smart businessman.
Yeah. But yeah, so no information on the event. It's just going to happen in Tokyo Shinjuku Face.
Hey, anything Ishimori, I'm down for. I love it.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing a show that he produces. I think it'll be very weird and very awesome.
Yeah, very unique.
Yeah. We're going to jump over to Stardom, chat about these a couple matches from the September 8th show that was this past weekend, and preview tomorrow's show, big show coming up. Quickly want to talk about the three-way Wonder of Stardom #1 contendership match. It had Hazuki versus Hanan versus Thekla in what was a banger match.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
LA Knight,
yeah.
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 Yeet. There was a lot of yeeting in this match, let me tell you.
Holy crap. These
Yeah.
three I loved watching the way they interacted throughout. Just Thekla's just viciousness. And just I love her the hate version of Thekla.
Yes.
She's just so mean, so vicious, so just unrelentingly mean. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then and taking it out on these two, but Hazuki and Hanan, they're fighting back against everything, the things that she's doing. So good. So good.
What I like about these three women is that all three of them are so uniquely expressive in their own little ways. Where Thekla, as you mentioned, that savagery, but then Hazuki, she comes in with a kind of a savagery of her own, but it's almost like a brutality where she's just ready, coming in, swinging and screaming. Whereas Thekla, she has that kind of almost feralness to her. And then you have Hanan, who's just coming in there trying to level everything and everyone. The passion that all of these women have for this sport, so apparent in the work that they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
again, insanely good match, but Hazuki in just under 13 minutes does get the victory and will challenge for the Wonder of Stardom title. And then in your main event, it was for the high speed title. It was May Sarah defending against Xena. This match did go to a 15-minute time limit draw, as there's been a couple. Most high-speed title matches are a 15-minute time limit. Most of these matches don't get outside of 5 minutes most of the time, let alone 15. But again, just watch. I love it's the same way I talked about with Ida. I love seeing it's like Samoa Joe in the X Division back in the day. having a lady like Xena or like Saida, who are very much powerhouses, going up against these like super fast people. I love seeing the clash of styles in here.
I have to agree. We also saw Xena kind of like she's really started to take in a little bit more lucha libre kind of moves into her power move set. So that combination of skills. I mean, we've seen it with Yoda Tsuji how effective it is for him, and she has a completely different style on her own that has just decimated anybody she's kind of got in the ring with. Her speed has also gone up insanely. And when I first heard that she was in a high speed match, I was like, what? But then I watched some of her more recent stuff and I was like, no, makes sense.
But yeah, it's just she has evolved. She still has that power base that she's always had. So I just love seeing that because like Joe could fly, Joe could do some crazy stuff, and that's what Xena's evolving into. Being like really, she's that powerhouse in this high speed division, and I really like it. I would love to see her take the title and just to really run with that. But I think Mei Mei's doing a good job though.
I agree, and Okada, the non-Kazuchika kind, seems to be a little stupid.
Yeah, very much is. And then we're going to preview the September 14th show, Stardom Namba Grand Fight 2024. Showing up. There's the card right there. And it kicks off on the Prix show. It is Xena versus Arena. Or not Rena, Rian. Sorry. Rian. I screwed up her name. I apologize. I thought I had the rhyming thing, but I didn't.
Dyslexia, right? I mean, you just switched a couple letters around.
Well, I'm so used to saying Rena for all these years. The last couple of years, I've been saying Rena, and now it's Rian. And I'm like,
dang it.
Yeah,
she's going to get destroyed.
Oh, dude, she's going to get wrecked. Because, like, she got wrecked in the match with Mina and Rana.
That was
from the 8th. Rian did. She got wrecked with those two, so.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the one with Ida, Rana, and Mina.
Was that Ida? Oh, that was Ida, wasn't it? I thought Rian was in that. My brain is broken. My brain is
broken. Even funnier about that? We had a
Rian
conversation about that match.
We did. We literally were talking about it last night when I was watching it too. My brain is broken.
ADHD. If you guys want a great example of ADHD, you can watch this whole video.
We jump forward to the opening match on the main card, which will be live on YouTube. According to Mina Shirakawa, her match will be on YouTube. It is Mina Shirakawa in a rematch from a couple years ago for the Wonder of Stardom title. Remember, this is the one that when Mina got her jaw broken. It is Mina versus Saya Kamitani of Hate. I cannot wait to see these two just throw down in the opening match.
Heck yeah, because not only was Mina a part of the group that Kamitani turned on, abandoned, and cost the title for, but when they faced each other before, arguably the roles were kind of reversed. We were seeing Mina had just kind of gone into Club Venus. She was kind of a little mean, a little bit more on that heelish side at that point. And Kamitani was still very much a member of Queen's Quest, very much the face. Now we're going into the match turned around, and we saw that crisis of character and crisis of conscience that Kamitani had after this match when she shattered Mina's jaw. Will she show the same restraint as a member of Hate? I don't think so either, and I'm kind of excited to see it.
I think you're gonna see like they're gonna allude to that spot where she's gonna be trying to attack the jaw. I think you're gonna see a couple spots in there where she's gonna be trying to do like a hit some hard shot to the jaw just to be like to screw with Mina.
I think she's gonna hit a Phoenix Splash.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Right?
Or what is it? A Phoenix Splash or whatever. She spells it weird now.
I'm still gonna call it a Sky Sparkle.
Oh, Karabushi. guy sparkling in his face.
He did. He sure did.
Tag match. It is EXV's Wakayama and Hanako versus God's Eyes Hina and Rana Yamagi. Almost tried to mix their names there.
I was gonna say what almost came out of your mouth there did not sound like a name.
Almost said Hana Yamagi. Yes, Bobby stats in
Mama
the chat.
stats.
Hello. And yes, Mina Shirakawa, hard eyes, hard eyes. I got big old hard eyes from Mina too. Don't worry.
Oh, you guys are adorable.
A fun little tag match here. Like the young
Yeah.
members of each squad facing off here.
Real quick, I gotta shout out Hanako's new gear. Oh my gosh, does it fit so nicely with the rest of the Empress Nexus Venus? Waka, Hanako, and Micah look kind of almost like a Powerpuff Girl unit. It's so good. Except for the color is wrong. They're missing green. But still,
and even Mina's new gear that she debuted on the 8 show, the light
it's
blue
all
looks really good too.
similar. Yeah, but it's all very similar structure. They're maintaining their own individual personalities while still looking like a team, which I really like because I kind of felt that they weren't really matching before.
Love you too, Bobby.
Wabe. Also, Ronnie Yagami, new gear also. I really like it. I feel it's very, the color reminds me of Roppongi 3K show. But the styling, again, very similar to Shuri. So I really, really like how, again, and Hina's, even though hers is a little more kind of samurai, it's still strappy and kind of similar to the structure. And also Lady C's gear, all similar to that structure that Shuri has for her gear. So they're looking like a really good solid unit again, despite the exit of Konami, Mirai, and the absence of an injured Amisore.
Yeah. Then we go on to a 8-woman tag. It is Sayori Anu, Yuna Mizumori, Ayasakura, and Sayaka Kurara. Man, those names always mess me up. Kurara. Versus Hate. That's Cosmic Angels taking on Hate, Natsuka Tora and Rina Raka, and Azusa Inaba from Just Tap Out. Man, this is going to be good. It's going to be solid.
Because aren't Rina and Inaba the New Blood champions, tag champions?
Yes, I want to say. I don't know. There's a New Blood show this morning that I haven't got to see yet. So
that was a very Melball answer. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Let's be honest. Hate is going to be going over on this. There's no way that you're going to have the former world champion take a loss again right away. That's going to really degrade her. Ruaka has been doing phenomenally this year. Rina and Inaba, New Blood champions. We can't have them losing to the two young lionesses in Ayasakura and Sakura.
Yeah.
To
the chat for a second. Hello, LPW's Big Bad Boris in the chat. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining us here. And Bobby Stats, do you guys think we'll see the CEO Mercedes Monet show up into this? No, she's not coming anywhere near Stardom. I'm sorry. As much as I love her, I don't see her anywhere near Stardom. And New Japan has said that the New Japan Strong titles are for outside of Japan, so I don't doubt we ever see a Strong title match in Stardom again.
If we see an NJPW Strong Women's Championship challenge happen in Japan, I think it will be like a Wrestle Kingdom kind of thing. Because again, Mercedes Monet is her name carries a lot of weight behind it. And AEW is not going to give her up to us any sooner than they're going to give up Swerve. So I would have loved to have traded Swerve for Moxley when Moxley was the champion, but that's what it is with that. I unfortunately agree. I don't think we're gonna I don't think we're gonna see Mercedes here, but I think that we're gonna see other girls from Japan go over, like Momo Watanabe has, to challenge. and like introduce wrestlers to like the North American people.
Oh, very much
That makes
so.
sense. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And then we move on to a 6-woman tag. It is Starlight Kid, May May Sarah from Neo Genesis, and Kohaku from Pro Wrestling Wave, taking on Koguma Saida and Momo Kogo from Stars.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
It'll be a fun little 6-woman match. I always enjoy seeing the Stars girls get together because they always have those really fun little combo tag match things.
Yeah.
Whereas Neo Genesis are figuring out a lot of their stuff still.
No, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Another 6-woman tag. It is God's Eye Shiri, Saki Kashima, and Lady C taking on Hates Momo Watanabe, Konami, and Tekla. Goddamn, I'm scared for Saki Kashima.
I am not.
I am.
She's sneaky. She's the Rocky Romero, if you will, of Stardom. She's queen of sneaky style. She can get out of dodge if she needs to. The hard thing will probably be watching them chase her. But as long as she can keep out of reach, I think she'll be good. I'm more concerned about Lady C. She is what is her nickname again? The Japanese Tower or the Tokyo Tower?
Tokyo Tower, yeah.
Yeah, there is not an ounce of fear in that woman's body. And we've been seeing that tape creep slowly and slowly further and further up her back the more she wrestles. So my concern in this is, well, now actually is more Shuri, actually, because she's going to have to be monitoring both of them. And you know she's going to because she's Big Mama of Stardom.
Yeah.
Let alone God's Eye.
Yeah. And then Bobby in the chat saying Thekla is great. Should be challenged for the Strong Women's Championship in North America. I agree. Bring Thekla over. Have her work a New Japan Strong show. I would love to see her versus Momo. And Boris asking, do we watch Shikaban? We do not. It's not one night we follow. Sorry to say.
Is that one on Wrestle Universe?
I don't know.
Looping back to Bobby's comment, yeah, could you imagine the banter that Mercedes and Thekla could have back and forth, especially with the verbiage that Thekla is unapologetically unafraid to use?
Yeah.
There would be some censorship would have a heyday with that, but it would be a tremendous story for us to watch.
Yeah. And Shikaban is a women's
time to kill.
Yeah, it's a women's promotion in Japan. I still don't know if it's on Pro Wrestling Network or not. I think it might be, but I'm not sure. Haven't looked, but they are women's promotion.
We have seen some of the women from like Pro Wrestling Know. If that is the case, they're freaking amazing. If there's a relation to them.
Yeah. I don't know, but we do not watch. As of now, we do not watch Shikaban. I'm sorry.
I mean, we're trying to expand a little bit more because I'm watching some DDT on top of Marigold.
No,
Marigold. Dang it.
Marigold. No. Might be on YouTube. Might check it out. If it's on YouTube, I'll look for it. It's 4 more matches we want to get through, and then we got to talk a little bit of Marigold before we get out of here.
Let's go.
It is Suzuki versus Tomoaka Naba from God's Eye. This is gonna be sick.
Yeah, especially because we've been seeing Suzu really starting to kind of change up her styling, change up her attitude. We've seen an evolution of her from her exit of prominence into Neo Genesis. That kind of year kind of transition with May May, where she was kind of figuring out her footing and stuff, did her good. And I feel like that couple showdowns that she had with former leader Risa Serra in the Grand Prix there kind of has pushed her forward further into this new persona, and I'm kind of living for it.
Yeah. And then third from the top, we're going to a tag match. It's Mayu Tani and Hanan versus Azumi and Miyu Amasaki. This is going to be an interesting little match.
There's so much fur.
I know, everybody's furry in this match. It's weird.
Like Mayu has a tail, Hanan is a young lioness, Azumi has ears, and then you got Miyu. I just want to be involved. Oh, this will be a fun
Uh,
match though, because we've seen so much growth with Miyu. We've seen her grow a lot more closer with Azumi in New Genesis, and we've also seen a closeness between Mayu and Hanan, where she's been pushing her and pushing her and pushing her. It's very obvious to me that Hanan is the protege, the personal
mhm.
protege of Mayu.
Oh, definitely.
So this could definitely be a test for her.
Yeah. And again, you have a strong tag team in O2 line with Azumi and Miyu there, who have been tagging for a
Mhm.
long time now. So yeah, like it's gonna be an interesting match to watch. I really this one
Mhm.
looks like it's gonna be a very strong match. But your semi-main event of the evening for the Wonder of Stardom Championship, it is Natsupoi defending against Hazuki. They're not waiting on this one.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot who the Wonder of Stardom title holder was.
Oh, jeez.
Oopsies. I thought
It's
it
been
was
bouncing
somebody else
around.
entirely. It's been the hot potato title in this company a little bit. Um,
Ooh, quickly before we talk about this, Bobby's saying, I think Azumi pins Mayu Iwatani in this match to get a shot at the IWGP Women's Championship. Ooh, would be a good idea.
I would not be mad about that. I would like to see some gold start getting into Neogenesis, give them some credibility there. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Andre, what are your opinions on this one?
I don't see it changing, being that Natsupoi just got this title. But again, this title's been a very hot potato title for the last while.
Mhm.
So I don't know here. It's jumped around. Jumped to the
And like,
Sendai Girls Champion, then jumped back to Sayoriano. Now then it jumped to Natsupoi now. It could jump to Hana or Hazuki here for all we know. But I feel like they're gonna run with Natsupoi for a little bit. I feel like she is going to squeak out a win here.
yeah, and she's also, isn't she one of the Artists of Stardom champions as well?
Oh yeah, she's a double champion, isn't she?
Yes, her and Tam are both double champions right now.
Yeah. Then again, Micah was double champion as so.
Micah definitely earned that though. It's a debatable on Tam Nakano still for me.
Yeah, I'm still
That
questioning
being
that one.
said though, with Poi, I mean, you know how I feel about multi-championships on people though. As much as I love it and it's definitely a flex within the same company, it's kind of like now you're just showing off. But I think you're right. I don't think that we are going to see a change of the title. But the last time that I saw Hazuki in a championship match and said that she was gonna probably not pick up the win in that, I was wrong. And she did pick up the surprising, I would say, upset win. So maybe not. I'm on the fence on this one. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's tough to. I feel like it's gonna be Natsupoi, but your main event of the evening for the World of Stardom Championship, it is Tam
Mm.
Nakano, the brand new champion, taking on the winner of the 5-star Grand Prix, Micah. Talk about hot potato. I think this title is about the hot potato again. Right back onto Micah's waist.
I am so concerned about the credibility of this title right now. It's not even funny because I mean, Micah held it at the beginning of the year when that mass exodus happened with Marigold creating itself and taking a whole bunch of people, and then the atrocious Grand Prix run that Tam Nakano had, and the amazing, Grand Prix that Micah had, a redemption tour, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
If Micah is not able to defeat Tam, and Tam didn't win anything in the Grand Prix, did she? She didn't have any points.
I think she's zeroed out. I'm gonna check.
Well, I'll keep nattering while you look on that. If if that's factual, and Tam Nakano essentially skunked herself out of the Grand Prix, and then she beat the world
Yep,
champion in
and it was
Netsuke,
zero.
Oh, oh, that makes it so much worse, man. You have someone who dominated this tournament. If you have the person who dominated this tournament lose to the person who skunked it out, bruh, Okada, non-Kazuchika kind. You need to be fired. Please. Don't do that. That is a terrible story. That's not even a story. That's just that's some Vincey shit right there. I'm not gonna lie. That's some dementia era madness.
Mhm.
That I don't even think that Tony Khan is nonsensical enough to do that.
Close. Close.
No, I don't think I think he would look at that and be like, that's stupid. Why would you degrade your champion like that? Why would you elevate Micah to the height that you did? Take it away from her. And then have the person who did, because Tora versus Micah was an insanely crazy, amazing, dominant match. To have Tora lose on her first defense to someone who really did not, in my opinion, I love Tam Nakano, but she didn't earn that title win.
Not at all.
Well, she didn't win that title opportunity, let alone the win. The match was good, but man, the title should not have switched hands so quickly after Tora, and then Tora forming hate immediately after. Like, it removed not just credibility from Tora, it removed credibility from hate as well.
Mm-hmm.
It just it created so many things in one night and destroyed so many in the next. It it would be, as Bobby said, bad booking to have someone who zeroed out of a tournament win the world title and then retain over the person who had the best score in the tournament. It would essentially tell you that the tournament means absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. I will lose so much faith in this company if that's how this goes.
Yeah. And speaking of tournaments, there's a tournament going on right now because the tournaments in Japan just never end. Never end. There's
Yeah.
always something going on. It is the Dreamstar Grand Prix, and we're going to talk about it. That's right. We're going to talk about it. Point update for the Star League. Bozilla on top with 6 points. She is 3-0. Let's go, Bozilla.
Us, girl.
Miko Aona with 4 points, and then Mai Sakurai, Sari, Nane Takahashi, and Kizuna Tanaka all with 2 points, and then Misa Matsui and Chiaki both with 0 points.
Can I be really real with you for a sec? Did you see the promo that Sari posted the other day where she has declared war against all of Marigold?
Yeah. You sent it to me, I think.
I did, yes. I just want to. I don't know if you watch all the nonsense I send you, because let's be honest, I send you a lot of nonsense.
There was a lot of nonsense, but I watched the important stuff. That's for sure.
So, with her declaring war on the whole thing, why did she get the privilege of not having to start the tournament when the rest of the girls did?
Because she's the champion, she can do what she
I
wants.
don't give a shit. When I'm coming to these shows, I'm paying to see the champion. You're not at the matches? You're not at the shows? Girl, come on now.
Yeah,
Don't be so arrogant. Show up to your shows. You know, you knew when this was happening. You maybe should have made some bookings, but like, I don't know that I'm gonna like that storyline that she's trying to push right now. A little too arrogant with the absence of Julia. But yeah.
And Bobby's saying, become a big fan of Miko Iona, and so am I. Love her. She's
Yes.
so good. She's so
She's
good.
very, very good.
Then over in the Dream League, we'll talk about that. Nori, the outsider, on top with 5. Then it's Tamiya Shishida with 4, Natsumi Shozuki and Mirai with 3, then Kuki Amare and Nagisa Nozaki with 2, Victoria Yuzuki with 1, and sadly, with no points, is Chika Goto.
Yeah. Kind of disappointed about that because I felt like Chica's doing actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine she's having her very, very solid. Nori is a very surprising one for me. Again, having amazing matches though. Utami is a surprising one for me. And I'm very actually like I've said this before. I want to see her and Nozaki again. Utami and Nozaki. So those two, there's something boiling there, and I'm curious to see it boil over. That also being said, though, I really want to see Nozaki and Chiaki challenge for those star
Mhm.
twin star titles after this tournament wraps up because yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
deserve that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But we've gone over the mark where we usually start this show, but I know the TNA pay-per-view is on right now, Victory Road, and when that is over, Asher Pizarro and Mark Talks Wrestling will be on here live sometime this evening / tomorrow morning, wherever you are in this world. Oh, sorry. So we'll be so check them out in the next probably next hour and a half or
I
so.
believe 9 p.m. Mountain Time, so yeah, 55 minutes.
Yeah, next hour or so they should be jumping on here to talk some TNA. So check them out. But before you do that, we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna promote ourselves. We're gonna talk about ourselves because we have been talking about everybody else all shows. So let's talk about ourselves for a little bit because we're selfish. We're selfish.
We're greedy.
I don't know if I'll be selfish at the end of the show. I don't know, but I hopefully it won't be, and I won't screw up like last time. You can find me on the X at that Canada guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada D. You can find me on Facebook at our Facebook page, Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, or over on our YouTube page where we do our NJPW Pit Wrestling Review, Chop Talk, and our Stardom Review and our Dream Review Marigold. We'll be coming back with more of that stuff in the upcoming weeks. It's been a odd couple of weeks for us this last little bit. So we'll be coming back. We're going to have more shows coming out soon. And special Chop Talk interviews coming soon to our channel too. So check us out, youtube.com/ at Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also check us out audio form, all our stuff from all of Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk, all our Japanese wrestling stuff, and our special Chop Talk interviews will be coming out on A Plus Productions, aplusproductions.com, or check them out, A Plus Productions on Facebook. You can also check us out right here on Twitch, twitch.tv / our local establishment, and youtube.com / at our local establishment, where you can find us. You can find me this upcoming Wednesday, where I will be back in the Marvel Talk set. We're going to be talking all about Agatha all along, my boy Old Ed. So check us out Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. Yeah, we'll be live. And then one more shout out to our boy Mike the Ref over at Backbreaker Video, youtube.com / at Backbreaker Video, where he simulcasts all this stuff. See him live at twitch.tv / Mike the Ref, all his AEW watch alongs and all the gaming content that he does, and youtube.com / at Backbreaker Gaming for all the replays of his great gaming content. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow Melball, you can find her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can also find her on everything else, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on this show, Japanese Wrestling Update, every Friday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Unless it's not. And then we'll let you know.
Like tonight, it was at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Hey, and it was no problem so that we don't stress out anybody else with our yippity yapping, because Lord knows we yippity yap.
We do.
We do that. We talk a bit.
We do.
You can also find me on Astrid Pizarro's YouTube channel. We'll do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We should have a show coming out very, very soon. The PWI just came out. We always have to talk about that. So stay tuned to our socials to see when that is going to be coming out. If you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling that we talked about today, we'll leave all the links in the description box down below. It is stardom-world.com, NJPWworld.com, or Russell-universe.com. I believe Stardom-World and Russell Universe are both roughly 10-ish Canadian. It's been charging. Distraction. No Eddie today. It's more like $7.50 according to me, but what the It's only because I checked my bank account. Apparently, I'm having a stroke. NJPW World is a little bit more. How much yen is it now, Andre?
I don't know. I just let it come out of my bank account.
It's 1450 according to this, guys.
Around there, yeah. Around
But
there.
it's still an amazing price to watch some amazing wrestling. And if you want a taste of it, what if you want a taste of New Japan, God damn it, pro wrestling, you can check out all of the NJPW World TV titles as Andre dies a slow death over there. They are all free on njpwworld.com, so you can get a taster before you take the full plunge into subscribership. Did you just show me Kanosuke Takeshita
Just
and
a
expect
quick,
me
a quick
not to
flash at
notice?
Takeshita.
He is. He very much is showing me all the best ones.
Oh, I showed
Andre.
you Yoshihashi, and you saying it's one of the best ones. Wow.
No,
I'm surprised.
no. God, no. What have I done? No, why? Jesus, Murphy George.
You said he was one of the best ones.
Andre, my tentatively trusted and colleague. Do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people? He does do it with Ed.
I just want to say.
You're watching OLE, and this is a Dijak Hijack.
Yeah.
I want to say thank y'all to everybody joining us here, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch for our local establishment. Thank you very much. Or you're listening after the fact on our new home in audio form at aplusproductions.com. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We really, really do appreciate all the support, whether it's on the YouTube and Twitch, whether it's in audio form. We at A Plus, we thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Please, if you're watching on video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Don't forget to share us out to your friends, family, and crazy little people that just run around and go, wee! And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video. Yes, that's a reference to you, Melball.
Ding dong.
Wee!
I was going to say, she is me. I am she. Wee!
Yep. I've heard you run around going, wee!
Usually it's because I'm being chased by Alyssa.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. That being said, I am your Melba. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah!